Welcome to Yoga for Menopause extended version. A lot of you have said that the original version of this practice was a little bit too fast. And in retrospect, it was a bit fast. So I've re-recorded it and I've given you more time to get into the poses and to live and breathe in each pose so that all those menopausal symptoms can settle on down. You'll need the same props as you did in the original version. So you'll need blocks, bolsters, pillows, towels, blankets. So go ahead and grab what you need and grab more than you think you'll need, and we'll get started. Oh, and by the way, if you like the music that I use in my videos, there is a link in the description below to learn more about it. All right, enjoy the practice.
Let's start in a nice wide-legged child's pose, knees about the width of the mat apart. Grab as many bolsters, pillows, and blankets as you need and stack them underneath your torso, and then lay down. Feel free to press pause here until you get yourself situated. Once you're all set, you can turn your head to one side, or if it's more comfortable for you, you can bring your hands underneath your forehead. We don't want a smushed nose because honestly we need to be able to breathe through it. So bring your hands here, or if you'd rather, you can bring a block underneath the forehead instead. Allow yourself to relax and settle in. The target areas here are your hips, your inner thighs, and your lower back. We will stay here for a few minutes, so do make sure that you are comfy. While you're here in your child's pose, I encourage you to let your eyes close and simply focus in on your breath. If your head is turned to one side, now is a good time to gently lift it and switch to the other side. Forward folds are generally cooling and bring us inward, blocking external stimulus. This helps to reduce anxiety, irritability, and mental tension. Take a nice deep breath in your child's pose and let the eyes start to blink open. Gently roll up into a vertical position, moving any props, your bolsters, pillows, or blankets out of the way. From here, move into tabletop onto hands and knees, and we'll move into cow and cat. On an inhale, gently lift the heart and tail, arching the spine. Then as you exhale, curl the spine, pressing through the arms and legs. Inhaling, moving through cow. Exhaling, curling through cat. Inhale, lift the heart and tail. Exhale and curl. Get some nice movement through the spine, the hips, and the shoulders. Inhale as you lift up. And exhale, curl. Inhale, coming up to cow, arching the spine. And exhale, curl into cat. From here, straighten out the spine, tuck the toes, and gently press into downward facing dog. We'll only be here for a moment. Walk the feet up to the top of the mat. Lift your spine halfway for Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, sweeping the arms all the way up overhead, and then exhale, bring your hands to your heart in Tadasana. From here, we'll move into our moon salutation. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead and interlace the fingers with the pointer fingers sticking up. As you exhale, lean over to your right. Inhale through center. Exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, release the arms and step back with your left foot, moving into star pose, and then bending the knees and elbows for goddess pose. This is all facing the side of your mat. I'm going to stay here and breathe. On your inhale, come up, straightening the legs. Let the arms relax and move into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Move the right heel so the leg is turned inward, other foot is pointing to the back of your mat. Inhale the arms out to your side and then exhale, side bend into your triangle pose. Top arm can stay extended or come to the waist. Let the focus of the eyes settle toward your front foot for a grounding effect. Moving now into Parsvottanasana. Bring yourself up to vertical. Square off the hips to the back of your mat. Hop the back foot forward a little bit if you need to. Then as you exhale, fold forward over your left leg. You can use blocks under both hands, touch your thigh, shin, or the ground, whatever's more accessible. Keep a nice steady breath pattern as we move into the next pose. Lower down into your low lunge, inching that right leg back. And once you're settled, inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Bring the hands down to the inside of the front leg. We're going to flip into a side lunge, Skandasana. Weight will stay on the left leg. Right leg straightens and rotate the leg so the knee points up to the ceiling. Grab a prop here and slide it underneath your forehead. This creates a nice support to soothe any irritability or mental tension you might still have. Inhale, lift the head. We move now to the second side. Shift your weight, moving through goddess. Walk your hands over and bring the props with you and slide it underneath your forehead for support as you fold. Inhale, lift the head, and we'll move into low lunge from here facing the top of the mat. Switch your hips to the front of your mat. Left knee now lowers down. Inhale, sweep the arms up by the ears and exhale where you need to. Keep a nice steady breath in this pose as the hips start to open more. Bring the arms down. We're going to make our way into Parsvottanasana. If you're using blocks, grab them to use as supports under the hand. Hop the back leg forward a little bit to stand. Keep the hips square, spine long, and then exhale, fold over the leg, stretching through the hamstring. The blocks can stay under your hands or not. Use them as you need. Inhale as you rise up to vertical. Moving into triangle pose. Open the hips by moving that back heel. Inhale the arms to shoulder height, and as you exhale, side bend into your triangle pose. Again, bring your focus to the front foot. Inhale, come up through vertical. Rotate the legs to your natural rotation for star pose, and exhale, bend into goddess pose, taking a few breaths here. Keep that lower belly actively pulling up. Take a nice deep breath, exhaling out of the mouth. Inhale, straighten up and step up to the top of the mat for Tadasana. One full breath here with the arms. Inhale them up overhead, and exhale, bring them to prayer at the heart. Now we take that whole thing on the second side. Inhale the arms up overhead, pointer fingers extended. On your exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, release the arms, stepping back with your right foot to find star pose, and then exhale into goddess pose, bending the knees and elbows. On your next inhale, straighten through the arms and legs. Turn your toes to the back edge of the mat. Inhale the arms out to your sides and exhale into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Inhaling to vertical. Grab your blocks if you're using them. Square off the hips to the back edge of your mat. And exhale, fold forward into Parsvottanasana. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, soften down into low lunge. Once you're settled, inhale, sweep the arms up by your ears and breathe. On an exhale, bring your hands down to the inside of the front foot. Flip into your side lunge, weight on the right foot. You can bring a block or a bolster or pillows under your forehead as you fold forward. We'll stay here and breathe. Inhale, lift the head, and exhale, shift to the other side, finding Skandasana on the left leg. Take a block or whatever else you'd like to use under your forehead and fold forward. Inhale, lift the head, remove any props from underneath your head, and exhale to turn into your low lunge. This time the left leg is in front. Inhale, sweep the arms up by the ears. Exhale, settle into those hips, letting them open up even more. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat or your blocks to find Parsvottanasana. Hopping the back leg forward to stand, keep the hips square. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, fold over the legs, using the props as you see fit. Inhale, come up to vertical and transition into triangle pose. When you're ready, exhale, side bend, left hand down above or below the knee, or use your props. Inhale, come to vertical. Turn to the side edge of your mat. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, goddess pose, bending the knees, legs at a natural rotation. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, step up to the top of the mat for Tadasana. On your inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up again. Exhale, forward fold into Uttanasana, bending the knees here if you need to. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, hands down to the mat. Simply walk your feet back to downward facing dog. Gently lower your knees and take child's pose. You can support yourself here with bolsters and blocks if you'd like. Make sure you're comfortable. I've chosen to bring my hands back by my feet just so the shoulders can relax and rest. If you'd like to do this too, go ahead and try it. Stay here, and it's okay to let your eyes close. Allow yourself to feel the feels. Take one more nice big breath. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and gently roll up through the spine. Sit on one hip and swing the legs out in front of you, preparing for caterpillar pose. But first, take a moment to shake out the legs. For caterpillar pose, legs extend out in front with a little bit of space between the legs. Let them fall to their natural rotation. First, I'll show you the pose without any props. Start by sitting up tall, tuck the chin toward the chest, and roll down. As you do, let the arms slide along the legs towards the ankles. Remember, we want the head to be supported, so I suggest using a block or other prop underneath the forehead if you have the mobility for this variation. If you don't, or if you simply just want more support, bring the bolsters, blocks, or pillows on top of your legs and then fold forward. You can be creative with your propping. My examples are just suggestions. Do whatever works for you to find your comfort here. If your knees are bent, bring props underneath them. If you feel like you're falling backward, prop underneath your sit bones. In these poses, we're moving towards what's called the edge of comfort. You want to feel sensation through the backs of the legs and through the back, but we're not looking for the deepest stretch ever. Only about 50% intensity. There's no pulling or pushing in this asana. Allow your body to be fully supported by your props. It's okay to let your eyes close here, as we'll stay for several minutes. So do make sure that you are comfy. Once you are, do your best to stay in stillness. Focus on your breath and enjoy the moment. take a nice deep breath. On your next inhale, start to roll up through the spine and remove any props that are underneath you. Our next pose will be Dragonfly. Dragonfly is a straddle position with a forward fold. If your knees are bent, prop underneath them. If you're feeling like you're falling backward, prop underneath your sit bones. It's the same rules as the last pose. We're going to support ourselves very similarly as we did in caterpillar pose. So go ahead and grab your pillows, your bolster, your blocks, or whatever you used underneath you before, and stack them, bringing it all the way to your belly. Then take your forward fold. Arms can go wherever they're comfortable, similar to our last pose. You can bring them underneath your forehead too if you'd rather that. And again, we'll stay in this pose for several minutes. Just as a reminder, you want to move to your edge of comfort, but not past it, because we are staying for several minutes. Gravity will start to be a big player in this pose, so make sure you are supported accordingly. Let the eyes close and focus in on your breath. If your head is turned to one side, gently rotate it to the other side. Take one more nice deep breath. Blink your eyes open if they were closed and bring your hands underneath your shoulders to support you as you roll up through the spine. Stay here for a moment and take a big, deep breath. Gently remove any props. Bring your hands to your outer legs and use the hands to help close the legs. From here, find your way onto your back, gently rolling through the spine. Feet will be flat and knees point up toward the ceiling. Now that you're flat on the mat and the knees are pointing upwards, let's move into bridge pose. Pressing down through the feet, lift your hips and slide pillows, bolsters, blocks, a folded blanket, or whatever you might need underneath, so that the hips are slightly higher than the shoulders. And you want to rest your hips completely onto your props. To help focus the mind a little bit more, bring the hands onto the heart and/or belly, and really feel the rise and fall of each breath as it comes. One of the major benefits of doing this pose is it helps to relieve insomnia, because it's both an inversion and a restorative pose. Let's bring the legs up into the air, mimicking legs up the wall. This is just another fabulous inversion to encourage calmness. Let them dangle up there as your hips and your lower body are supported by what's underneath you. But if this doesn't feel good to you, just settle back into your bridge with the feet on the floor. Continue to focus in on your breath. Take one more nice deep breath, and then ease the feet down to the mat if they're not there already. Take a few breaths here. And then gently lift your hips up off your props and slide them out from underneath you. Slowly roll down through the spine and just let yourself be flat for a few moments. Roll onto one side and gently press yourself up into a seated position. Next up is reclined butterfly. Take your bigger props, the bolster, your blankets, your pillows, and you're going to slide it behind you. Move so that it's touching the back of your pelvis. You can see here I'm using blocks underneath my thighs. This is great if you have really tight hips. The props help support them so the stretch doesn't get too intense. Lay back on those props so that your head is supported. The arms can extend out to your sides, no higher than the shoulders, to create a nice heart opening. This open position helps with depression and mood swings. Let your eyes close and focus in on your breath. We will stay here for a little bit, so enjoy the pose. Let your body melt and feel heavy on your props. Also know it's okay here to experience any emotions that may come up. Emotions are just energy that move through us. Once you experience it, it moves on, creating space for new energies. Take one more nice deep breath. Let your eyes blink open. Slide your arms down and use your hands on your outer legs to gently close the legs. Move the blocks out of your way and roll onto one side. Gently press yourself up onto hands and knees and we'll transition into saddle pose. I'll show you full saddle first and then the half variation. Crawl yourself back toward your already set up props so that when you sit, your pelvis is right in front of them. Using an additional block under the pelvis can be helpful for this pose, especially if your knees don't like this pose. Take the second block or another pillow and slide it under the far end of your bolster, as you can see I'm doing here. This gives you an incline as you lay back. You may have to play with this more as we all have different mobility in the knees, the hips, and the lower back. If you need more height, bring more pillows underneath your shoulders and your back. Prop the way your body needs to be pain-free. You can also take one leg at a time if you prefer. This is the half variation. To do one leg at a time, all you need to do is extend one leg straight in front of you and keep the other one bent underneath so that the heel is near the sit bone. This is less intense than bending both legs at the same time. Discomfort is in play here, and it's okay to be in some discomfort as long as it's not pain. Any sharp pains, pins, needles, or numbness are all signs of bad pain. Make adjustments to the pose if you feel any of these sensations. You can bring your hands to your feet for more connection, which may provide a little bit of a back bend as well if you're craving even more heart opening. These are all options, but do find your comfortable position. Saddle can be rather intense on the front of the body, so be kind to yourself, and if you need to, press pause to find what works for you. If you've chosen to do one-legged saddle, take this opportunity now to gently switch to the other side. one more nice deep breath here. Let your eyes blink open, tuck the chin to the chest, and use your arms to support yourself as you roll up. If you're in full saddle, come onto hands and knees. If you're doing half saddle, just simply release the leg as best you can. Shake out the legs. And then come into a seated position for some pranayama. Alternate nostril breathing is up next. Take your right hand and squeeze the two peace fingers together and either touch them to your third eye or bring them toward the palm of your hand. The pad of the thumb and the pad of the ring finger will connect to the bridge of the nose. To start, inhale through both nostrils, then bring your thumb to the right nostril, gently block it, and exhale out of the left. Inhale through the left nostril. Once you're full, switch so that the ring finger is closing the left nostril and exhale out of the right. Inhale through the right, switch to the thumb blocking the nostril, exhale left. A full cycle is left to right, right to left. We'll do about 12 rounds total. Inhale through both nostrils, exhale out of the left. Inhale through the left nostril, and exhale out of the right. Inhale through the right, switch to the thumb blocking the nostril, exhale left. Inhale through the left, exhale right. Inhale through the right, exhale left. Inhale through the left, exhale right. Inhale through the right, exhale left. Inhale through the left, exhale right. Inhale through the right, exhale left. Inhale through the left, exhale right. Inhale through the right, exhale left. Inhale through the left, exhale right. Inhale through the right, exhale left. Inhale through the left, exhale right. Inhale through the right, exhale left. Inhale through the left, exhale right. Inhale through the right, exhale left. Inhale through the left, exhale right. Inhale through the right, exhale left. Inhale through the left, exhale right. Inhale through the right, exhale left. Inhale through the left, exhale right. Inhale through the right, exhale left. Inhale through the left, exhale right. Inhale through the right. Exhale left. Take one more full cycle of this pranayama. Once you've completed it, just simply rest your hands on your thighs, eyes closed, and take some easy breaths. Hopefully, after doing this alternate nostril breathing, you feel a little bit more relaxed, as this type of breathing helps to cool the body, and it also helps to balance out the mind on both sides. Let your eyes gently blink open if they were closed, and find your way into Savasana, our final pose. Feel free to bring props under your knees as I am here, or lie flat. Legs about the width of your mat apart, and let them fall to their natural rotation. If it's chilly where you are, use a blanket over you to stay warm. Arms by your sides at a comfortable angle but no higher than your shoulders. Let the palms flip upward. Eyes closed and focus in on your breath. Allow yourself, your mind, your body, and your spirit to take rest. start to deepen your breath. Find energy in your fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. Let the arms extend up by your ears and give yourself a nice long stretch. Hug the knees into your chest and give a gentle rock from side to side. From here, roll onto your right side into fetal position, using your right arm as a pillow for your head. Gently press yourself up to a seated position, eyes closed and hands pressed at the heart. Bring the palms of the hands together and give your hands a nice rub. Rub them together, building some heat. And then place it over your face with the eyes closed. Allow the hands to then slide down, connecting to your entire body. Bring the palms of the hands in front of your face and then gently open them like a book. Then open your eyes and look at your hands. This helps to keep your energy inward for just a little bit longer. Bring the hands back to prayer at the heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.
Have more time? Check out one of these beautiful practices over here, and there's more suggestions in the description below. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.